everybody, this is N.M.P.D here, and today...
Then he waddled away, waddle waddle.
Today I feel like talking about the man, the myth, the cupcake infestation grave mind himself, EDP. Now, I'm not really gonna bother with the whole intro because I'm pretty sure all of you get the point on who this guy is and what he is known for to this very day. To kinda get to the point, I wanna share all of you a couple of clips revolving around EDP not only being mocked, but ended up being confronted on camera, and about damn time too. Cause honestly, this has been coming for a long time for this guy, with the amount of shit that he's pulled. You have no idea. Now, the first clip that I'm gonna show you is about a few seconds. This is coming from McDonald's, and the employees there noticed that was EDP, and they decided, you know what? We're gonna take this opportunity to fuck with him a little bit. Well, not literally, because it might cost us our jobs, but we might as well just make fun of him behind the scenes. And god damn it, that's exactly what they did. And what the employee said, the one who's recorded it, caught me off guard when I first saw this, so I'm gonna play it right now.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Cupcake. Mr. Cupcake. Mr. Cupcake. It's so obvious, yet I just never expect something so simple like that. Mr. Cupcake. That's kind of new to me. That's gonna be another alias for EDP, also known as Mr. Cupcake. That's definitely EDP. He's got the same posture, you know, the same...
Coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
Same shades, same everything. And one of the employees decided to take this opportunity because it's not something you usually experience or see every day, to record and make fun of this guy, because god damn it, he absolutely deserves everything coming from him. You know, I did say it before, whatever happens to him, happens to him. And this fits the definition of whatever happens to him, happens to him. And if something goes wrong, something goes south, I'm not gonna give a fuck. He did this all to himself. The only way that he could have avoided all this is if he just stayed off of the internet and never showed up again, got better, lose all the weight, and maybe grow out a beard if he could, and find a job, but obviously no. This is EDP we're talking about here. He thinks having a regular job is way below him compared to what he used to do online. Like, it's just not the same. Even if he has his own website, it ain't doing so hot. He might know that for a fact, but he's just too deluded to even bother. And he's not really gonna bother trying to get some help with his horrible cupcake problem. He's not even gonna bother trying to even lose the weight. Well, granted, he did end up losing weight after what he's been through, but he did try this whole weight loss journey thing way before he decided to be addicted to cupcakes. I guess at some point he decided to just quiet quit that shit and let himself go and go back to square one, which that's honestly fucking sad. That really is the saddest shit that I've seen yet. So the next clip that I'm gonna show you was recorded by a professional MMA fighter known as J Money. I'm pretty sure if that's the username behind the video. He ended up recording EDP and ended up confronting him about it, you know, calling him nasty. But before I play the clip real quick, I like to play a guessing game with you lot. So what do you think EDP will do in a situation and in a confrontation? Number 1, he'll actually go for his word. Number 2, he'll act as if you've never even existed. Or number 3, he'll just play the act. Or number 4, and finally, he'll just walk away and talk all that hard shit while he's at it. I'll let you be the judge after you watch the full clips of him being confronted in the same store known as Walmart.
Who that?
EDP.
That's me, man. What's up, bro?
Look at this nasty ass.
Don't get your fucking ass beat.
Beat it. Beat it. I'll beat your motherfucking ass in this store right now, you nasty ass. My ass is heavy. Yeah, you. Look at you, you fuck.
What's up, man?
I ain't go touch you. Nasty.
And what do you know? It was number 4 all along, and it's not surprising, honestly. It was either gonna be number 3 or number 4. And these clips right here definitely prove the case that EDP doesn't eat all that pussy. He is one himself, and that's all he will be. J Money didn't even threaten this guy, and as soon as he calls him out, calling him just a nasty ass, EDP immediately got defensive, and he's just like, don't get your ass beat, bro. Don't get your ass beat, man. While he walks away, don't get your ass beat. As if that's supposed to be intimidating by how exactly? Like, EDP is built like a gummy bear. Ain't nobody intimidated by this guy. And let's be real. The only thing that he ever beats in his life is his two-edged pickle dick. And by the look of EDP's face, he looks like he's just so over everything at this point. He's just been through so much that I'd imagine that his life has to be extremely miserable by now. Yeah, man, I still can't get over the fact that he ended up walking away in this situation. I thought he would prove everybody wrong by actually standing up to himself at least, just to talk shit back at him and not walk away while he's at it, but he ended up doing it anyway. Now, if we have to think logically about this, what would you do in a situation like this? You know, like not the whole file thing, but like just in general, you're just minding your own business shopping, you know, calling you a nasty ass motherfucker for no reason. I mean, you would definitely cuss him out right back at it, but at the end of the day, the best course of action, you know, the best alternative is to walk away from it. It's not even worth your time. It's not even worth your breath. It's not even worth the effort. Like, there's just more shit that you should just focus on. At the end of the day, people like that are just a bunch of losers, and they got nothing better to do going on but to cause shit and start drama and all that. I know a lot of you are gonna expect me to say this, but when it comes to EDP, I mean, come on, do I really need to explain more? This guy likes to act so tough, like he's all of that. I've even checked the comments on that clip specifically, and one of the replies in the comments was like, he said he would fight anybody that talked shit to him face to face, and you know, hey, where's all that hard shit you were talking about online? Where was the same energy? Exactly. He has none of it when he was in person, and no problem saying that he would beat anybody up when they confront him in public. And now since somebody's actually challenged him to the brim of that level, he just decides to walk away, and while he's at it, says to not get his ass beat. Like, what? EDP, you brought that onto yourself. You decided to start all this shit. You didn't even try to talk shit to him at all. As if he had a gun on him, which I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow did in between his cheeks, but you know, that could be another video for another time for that. It could have easily been avoided if, like I said again, you just stayed off of the internet and never come back. But he has not learned his lesson, and he's just going to continue being this insufferable little cum goblin until he finally succumbs to his death by kidney failure. And before I sign out, EDP ended up making a video referring to prank channels. He did refer to this situation a little bit, but not specifically, of course, just like him pretending to be the victim and this whole poor me shit, like... Okay, dude, sure. And then, of course, he did it in his own tough guy way, his fake persona, if you will, saying that he carries a gun all the time, which is, I'm honestly not shocked, but him putting this shit out there is telling others to be strapped as well and bring other goons along with them to confront this dude, because he's definitely the type of man-child that would shoot first and ask questions later, but he's too scared to even try. That's just how he is. He's just too scared. And it's okay to be afraid when it comes to, you know, using lethal force and everything, but this guy is a whole level of breed of cowardice, though. He's just all talk. He didn't actually pull out that gun. Like, when he got interviewed, I remember those other two sting operators, when they first caught him, he said he would have pulled his gun out and immediately shoot them. Where was it when you got encountered in Walmart? Where was this same energy, dude? I'm genuinely asking this, because where really was it? Exactly. This dude's just all talk. He's all that, but he's smart enough to know not to break the law, yet he's extremely dumb when it comes to easily trusting people and stuff. and thinking that everybody's just his friends or his fans and shit. Like, in reality, they're just fucking with him, and rightfully so. Like, I usually don't condone, nor do I ever approve of that, because that's just very pathetic and just loser weirdo behavior. And whoever you decide to do that to is gonna make sure that they never trust a single soul ever again. You do realize that, right? Because that can happen. This is coming from somebody who's actually been through that kind of thing with the betrayals, the fallen outs, and everything like that. Like, I've encountered so many horrible people, and, you know, people, usually all of them, that act like a bunch of gossiping, backstabbing little weasels. And the craziest thing is that they really thought I didn't hear any of that shit being talked right behind my back, or when I'm away, or when I'm like a few feet away from them, and all that shit. Like, they really thought I didn't hear all that shit from a mile away or something. Like, I'm telling you right now, I got the ears of Superman. Like, I have super hearing, because my ears, whatever I hear, they don't lie. But of course, I had to keep it cool as usual, because if I do lash out, it's not gonna be a good look for me. Obviously. Even if I do, I somehow get blamed for everything. So there's a saying, damned if you do, damned if you don't. No matter what you do, you get shit on regardless, unfortunately. And I know this is videos about EDP, goddammit, but I'm trying to prove a point that this shit can happen. Ever since the amount of shit that I've been through of my 22 years of my life, I'd rather be a solo operative any day of the week than to be around people who are going to turn against me regardless, stab me in the back, act like they're all about that hardness when I'm not around, of course, especially behind my back, and stalk me and somehow found my YouTube channel and act like they're hard about it, saying that I'm all about that tough guy act or something. I don't know what that's all about, and I'm not making this up. I'm not joking here. This actually happened. I don't know how these stalking weirdos found my YouTube channel. I never said shit about it. If you're gonna really be like that, what does that make you right now? What does that make you? So let me get this straight. It's only okay if you could talk all that hard shit to people behind their backs with no fucking problem. However, if I make videos about rants and stuff, which that's what I'm guessing, that's what they are assuming, because I make these vents, these rants, so apparently I'm not allowed to do that in their record because they think I act tough, which is a load of nonsense! I don't know where this is coming from. These people are fucking deluded hypocrites, I swear. So I'm not allowed to vent out. Literally anybody on the internet does it, but apparently if I do it, I'm somehow the bad guy. I can't even make this up even if I try. I'm not making this up. This is actually something that happened. They're almost trying to compare me like EDP. I am nothing like this guy and I never will be. I don't say a bunch of random racist, homophobic shit on each and every one of his sentences almost every goddamn time. And I don't go after cupcakes! So where is this coming from? I don't know where this is coming from. And I made a disclaimer on the title of these videos that it's gonna be a rant, which means I'm gonna vent out and say what I want to say, but I'm not gonna like say a bunch of slurs and shit like EDP does, because I am genuinely not like that. I don't like to say that shit, because that wouldn't really make me feel good. It wouldn't make me feel like a real man. That shit is like some 2011 era. And EDP is really stuck in that 2011 era. And he's in his 30s. Like, he's 33 right now and he's acting like this and he's saying all this shit. Grow the hell up and stop acting like this. You have no excuse at this point.
But Mr. N.M.P.D, it's part of the freedom of speech.
No. No! I know damn well deep down that there are gonna be some of his remaining fanboy idiots that will defend his behavior and his cupcake addiction, saying that it's no big deal, then try to downplay it. No, we're not doing this. That is hate. There's a difference between freedom of expression and hate speech. What he is saying, what he is spewing, is hate. No excuses. If anybody's gonna defend that kind of behavior, straight to the guillotine you go. That is all I'm gonna say with that.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
Well, man, at the end of the day, it's all been gone and dusted, and I don't have to see any of these gossiping, hypocritical, two-faced, racist, stalking, obsessed weirdos ever again. It's honestly an unfortunate damn shame that it has happened, but then again, I'm glad, because now, since I've learned more and more, that clearly you can't trust anybody no matter who it is, and it really makes me think twice with anything. And you know another saying? better safe than sorry. That's just how it is, and that's how it will be. I've already made up my mind with that long ago, man. So nobody and nothing will make up my mind about that for a fact. I don't care how alone I am at the years to come. That's just how it's gonna be. That's just how it will be. The damage has been done far too great for me to even just start all over and act as if none of that shit ever happened to me. It just can't happen again. It won't happen again. I'll be sure of it. And that kind of exact shit that I've been through is what I've imagined that EDP is going through every time he's encountered people, especially those who he thought are his quote-unquote fans, even though in reality, they're just trying to get a rise on him, try to fuck with him. And it has worked every time, and EDP has not learned for a fact that people do not want him back on the internet ever again for what he has done. And it just keeps happening and happening. Like, dude, when will it get it clear in that thick skull of yours that nobody likes you no more? You're not what you used to be. And apparently there were some other things too that I didn't really mention on the channel, is that he ended up getting fucked with again by somebody who posed as like a 16-year-old, but in reality the individual was of age adult, and the person behind the messages was her boyfriend and everything, so it was like another way to fuck around with EDP. I guess at some point, if I'm correct, EDP got a little suspicious about this, and then they have agreed to do a FaceTime with a surprised guest, Master at Work. Master at Work is basically L from Death Note. He knows EDP's every move and where he's going, what he's planning to do, where he's hiding. And he figured this time around he would show up for this specific face call to say what's up to EDP. And what do you think EDP did after he noticed that's Master at Work? He immediately hung up as soon as he noticed him. And I gotta say, typical EDP grind set right there. As usual, always gotta be dodging everything, running away. Well, he can't actually run. He more so has to walk away or hang up everything online with people who have a second opinion about him. That's just how it is here in the EDP headquarters. As funny as that is, that's not really gonna take the whole situation seriously. Like, if you were going to pose as a decoy and everything, you need to take this seriously. This is not a laughing matter. It is a serious, serious thing, and you need to take it as that. And I have seen the Gideon Skeet Hansen video, and I gotta say, it was disappointing. It really was very disappointing. They didn't really get much out of him, and EDP, as usual, got very defensive, and he only acted tough around the camera because it's Gideon and everything, but if it was somebody else, he would have just walked away. I'm just not surprised if that's the case. And it also might have been possible that Gideon screwed it up. Along with his manager, I don't know too much about what happened, so I'm not gonna go any further within that situation. But at the end of the day, man, oh man, am I so glad I'm not like EDP. I do not want to be like this guy, and I don't ever want to be. His life is extremely miserable right now. I could imagine that it is. You know, I remember Westside Live saying one thing about the whole EDP situation, and he said something kinda like this: a fate worse than prison and even death itself. Fame. This is what he's well known for. This is what he's 100% gonna be known for the rest of his life. I mean, what is he gonna do? Where is he gonna go? It's not like he can actually physically run with his bad health habits and everything. Like, there's just no way. I don't believe it till I see it, honestly. Well, that's definitely gonna do it for now. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment what you think down below, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.